Hello, everybody. My name is Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP, and today on Partner Talks, I have Randy Smith from Vicinity Software. Randy, introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are and your history in this world of dynamics and all about your company.
Great. Well, thanks for having me. We're delighted to be with you today. So I'm one of the founders of Vicinity. We founded 20-something years ago now, in 2001, with the sole purpose of bringing batch manufacturing into the Microsoft Dynamics community. So think paint, food. About half of our clients are chemical, half of them are food. We've also got craft beer in there with some pretty big names like Sierra Nevada and Abita and some names you would know. And the commonality in all of our clients is they use recipes or formulas. All the Dynamics products have some form of manufacturing. Largely it's kitting or assembly or discrete manufacturing. Our world is very different than that. And so we bring a kind of an off-the-shelf approach to managing of formulas and creating batches and doing quality and scheduling and all that is unique to batch or formula manufacturers. About 30% of all manufacturers out there, so it's a big number, but it's not the big one. That's discrete manufacturing. And so it makes sense that the go-to default manufacturing would be discrete. So we offer that alternative, if you will. We work with all the Dynamics products with exception of AX, which hasn't been a market. Plus, AX has got a good batch manufacturing solution up in that space. So when we came into the ecosystem, it was right when Microsoft acquired GP. They picked up Solomon at the same time. Right on its heels, they picked up Navision. And so we've been working with those three for a very long time. And then Business Central, we also integrate with as well. Sitting outside Business Central, but also have a lot of touch points inside Business Central using the AL language in BC. So we've been transitioning with Microsoft through their entire life cycle in ERP.
And I think you're kind of what Microsoft wants from an ISV. Pick something we're not really going to be good at. Build the solution and, migrate it to all our applications. So, I think you're in a very good place with the growth of Dynamics, especially on the ERP side of things and the need for your product. So today we're going to talk about community because I know you've been a longtime supporter of community, and we've got an event coming up in May in Denver, DynamicsCon Live. So tell us why you're supporting DynamicsCon Live and why you're excited about Denver.
Right. Well, first off, Denver is a wonderful place. We get there quite often. Used to be a food show there for a long time, a number of years. Spent a lot of time in Denver, so I love the city. But also the community, the Dynamics community, bringing the groups together so that they can learn kind of what's out there and where we've got some intellectual property that's out there that they can leverage, without having to do customizations. It's just kind of off the shelf. It's a great time to meet all kinds of different people from different backgrounds, build relationships. Most of our opportunities that we didn't generate are obviously coming from the partner channel. So spending some time with them and letting them know that we are truly a partner that sits next to them at the table, extending their reach so that they don't have to learn this industry. So we bring that industry knowledge, in effect, leaving the Dynamics to handle distribution, finance and distribution, which I think is really where all those products are very strong. So it kind of allows to bring kind of best of breed into the conversation without having to go and do heavy customization to make, say, a discrete solution work for batch. So we really like that community. We like getting to tell our story, hear other people's story, make long-time friendships that I've had in the channel that we call on for all kinds of different reasons to learn about either what Microsoft's up to or best practices and things like that. So it's just a great learning experience for everybody.
And, I think it's the right size show. It's not 8, 10, 20,000 people. There's probably going to be somewhere north of 1,000 there. But I found the last couple of years, by the time you're done, you've been to every exhibitor, you've talked to everybody you knew, and you've met a bunch of new people too. And in the networking is is the right size so you can get around and, meet a lot of new people and meet people from Microsoft you don't know.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think you're able to get really deep into different conversations because you're not running off because you have 10 other people waiting to talk to. Yeah, it's a much more intimate type of show, of an event. We've had those type of events in the past in different areas in the country, but DynamicsCon, I think, is unique in that respect. In that, I think people are coming to with a kind of a shared vision of sharing information, learning kind of what's out there, et cetera. So it's more intimate for sure, versus a show that, like a food show, for example, that's now at McCormick Center in Chicago. You're never going to see the same person twice, so it's a completely different deal.
Okay, Randy, I want to thank you for your time today, and I look forward to catching up when we're in Denver.
Wow, it was my pleasure, and please everybody stop by our table 34, and we'd love to share more about what we're up to. Thanks for the
Thanks, and have
opportunity.
a great day.
You too. Take care.